It's July. A new anime season has arrived once more, and a huge number of new shows have started airing right during the Anime Expo weekend. Of course, probably my busiest weekend of the year as well, doing this, Formula 1 and some other crap as well. But anime waits for no man, except for those anime which are on streaming services, in which case I can watch it whenever I choose to do so. Today I'm going to look at the first 4 new shows airing this season, and let you know what I think of them. Throughout the next couple of weeks I'll be watching a lot more anime and letting you know what I think of them as well. And I want you to let me know in the comments what you think I should be watching. You know, if you think my opinions are wrong, again, let me know. So join me, a look at 4 new shows, because this is a 2022 summer anime preview, from a different perspective. First up today, we have Season 2 of Rent-A-Girlfriend, an anime about a loser whose girlfriend dumps him, and so he decides to go out and rent a girlfriend using a popular service, which could exist in Japan, I couldn't tell you, where he just decides to go on a date with a random person, and he ends up falling in love with her. Of course, this being an anime, and this being a harem anime, it's not just that cat main character and his rented girlfriend which matters. You also got a slabbering of other girls. Now, this being a Season 2, it follows on pretty much immediately from the end of Season 1. But it has a bevy of other characters in it which we've been introduced to the first season, so this is one to skip if you've not seen Season 1. Now, to be honest, going into Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 1, I wasn't overly too infused by the premise. It's a loser renting a girlfriend. It's probably an anime which hits too close to home for some people. But I'll be honest, it's an anime which surprised me. It became almost like a guilty pleasure anime this season. And Rent-A-Girlfriend Season 2 comes in and continues that premise. We got a main guy who is a nice guy. He had himself a really nice girlfriend until he started college, and then she dumped him. Because, let's be honest, his original girlfriend, Mummy, is quite frankly a bitch. And if you think you got her penned already, then no, she's even more than a bitch than that. In fact, when she finds out he's got himself a new girlfriend, at this point she doesn't know he has a rental girlfriend, she tries to ruin his life by trying to steal him off her, only to dump him again. I mean, she doesn't succeed. Chizuru, the rented girlfriend, the main female lead in this anime, is actually a very nice person, and seems to be falling in love with our main character as well. On top of Chizuru, who is a upcoming actress, rented girlfriend, who is a complete geek outside of work. I mean, she's got a whole twin tails and narrow glasses thing going on. Thankfully, she's not quite as violent as Naru was. I don't think anyone could be quite as violent as Naru was. We got Ruka, another rented girlfriend, who is in rented girlfriends for a different reason. She wants to find someone who will really make her heart rate increase. Wants to find what true love is. And she finds it with our main character Kazuya. And she quits being a rented girlfriend and decides to be his trial girlfriend. Basically, I'll be your girlfriend on a trial basis. Now, Kazuya isn't fully convinced by that. I mean, he wants Chizuru, not Ruka. But Ruka's a very energetic girl, very forward. She reminds me of Yotsuba from Quintets. I mean, she has even has a cute little bow thing going on. And finally, you got the final character, which was introduced in the first season, Sumi, who is another rented girlfriend. I've got a theme going on here right now. And she is timid. She's basically a walking bag of nerves, doesn't want to speak to anybody. And because of that, because of the fact that Kazuya was so nice to her on his rented date with her, favour to Chizuru, I think she's going to start falling for him as well. Now, the first season of this one was pretty interesting. It left on an unsatisfying note where both Kazuya and Chizuru started learning they might have feelings for everyone. But it's picking off, and it's going to be a lot more drama in Season 2. Will Kazuya and Chizuru finally confess, or will this go on like every harem anime has ever done so, and not actually give us a winner? Spoiler alert, this is a harem anime, it's not going to give us a winner, is it? Not as satisfying, but anyway. For God's sake, it goes back to Mami, to scream. I mean, don't get me wrong, Mami's cute. I mean, she's voiced by Ariyuki, of course she's cute. But she's a manipulative bitch, and I don't know. Go Chizuru or Ruka with that. I mean, to be honest, Ruka's too good for him. Chizuru's even better. So none of these girls are good for him. But if he has to go with one, go with Chizuru. Now, Rent-A-Girlfriend isn't going to be for everyone. It's very much scraping the bottom of a barrel of romantic comedy humour. It's not quite as slapstick as you might think, but it feels like it could go slapstick any moment. is always a second away from a masturbation joke as well. It hasn't given any so far. I mean, you can still see the box of tissues right next to his bed, but yeah. Now, if you are interested in watching Rent a Girlfriend second season, this one you can find airing over at Crunchyroll. Next up, we have Phantom of the Idol, an anime about male idols, and let me be the first to say I'm frankly surprised I didn't hate this one. It's an anime about an idol duet, a idol group called Zings, starring Kazuki Yoshino and Yuya Nyoda. Kazuki is this super energetic blonde kid who is super hyped about everything, super happy, and just happy with life. Whereas Yuya is deadpan. He doesn't care about anything. He just got an idol job because it might make him money. He was told he wouldn't have to do anything, and the producer lied to him. So he doesn't give a shit. He just wants to hang up his boots, earn the money, and just slack. No, I've no idea why he's so popular. Oh, in fact, he's relatively handsome. Even though he's handsome, he doesn't actually have many fans. I mean, again, it's frankly amazing this group has got fans in the first place. Now, Phantom of the Idol is not just about those two. There is another main character I've not introduced yet. And her entire premise is entirely see-through, because she's a ghost. The other main character is Asahi Mogami, a former idol who met with an unfortunate traffic accident and did not end up in another world. What she did end up with was a very spirited comeback tour with the idol world, but instead of being a female idol like she was originally, she was a hugely popular up-and-coming female idol. She ends up just as a ghost wandering, not ever fulfilled her life's ambition, and nobody can see her since she's a ghost. Except Yuya, who apparently can. And she's shocked at how bad he just is not an idol material. Until she finds out that she can possess him and live through his own body. And so they sort of enter into a symbiotic relationship. She gets to live out her dreams of being this super energetic idol, and he gets to live out his dreams of not bothering with anything and just earning money. It's win-win. I mean, Asahi is adorably energetic, she's fun, and there's comedy here as well. Phantom of the Idol is an anime which, again, surprised me. I didn't expect to like an anime about male idols. The CG music bits are absolutely atrocious. It's woeful how bad they are. But I'll go back and watch another episode of this one. What made the episode for me, the thing which made it click even more for me, wasn't actually the main three characters. It was the minor three characters that the post-credits bit, we get to see the Yuya fandom, all three of them, having a beer after the gig. I mean, we're in the restaurant, just having a beer, chatting about friends, asking, was this a weird group hallucination, seeing Yuya acting that energetic, being that popular, and happy to be on stage, because it's not the Yuya they know. But I don't care because it was cute, and they just want to celebrate being Yuya fans. It's the usual idol anime fandom you get to see in other anime, but instead of being fat, sweaty guys, it's just normal office women. Now, Phantom of the Idol is an anime which I will definitely be going back to watch more of. Would it fit the 3-episode test? I have no idea, but I am intrigued by it quite a bit. You can find it airing over at High Dive. Next up today comes Teppen, Laughing to Your Cry. Well, that's actually it's actually called Teppen, exclamation, 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 explanation, 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 Laughing to Your Cry. Yeah, why they've got 15 bloody exclamation marks in the title, I've no idea. Did someone just fall asleep on the Shift 1 key? You don't need that many exclamation marks in an episode in the series name, just to make it longer. But Teppen, as I'm going to call it, since that's way too many exclamation marks to pronounce, is an anime about Japanese comedy trios. Now, unlike the traditional Japanese anime duos, these are basically the same, just 3, or instead 2. It's cute girls doing anime comedy things. And if you think this sounds like Meisetsu, which aired a few seasons back, you wouldn't be the only one who thinks that, but I'll be honest, Meisetsu did it better. This is an anime which feels like it's just got lost in the first episode. And that makes sense, having watched the first episode. It's just basically the 3 girls telling a comedy story about something which really happened to them in a comedic way, with comedic timing, and there's a weird garden path of events which lead to the same punchline every single time. And it's just an explanation of a comedy. But for every episode, I'll be honest, I really lost what was going on. By throwing characters at us at a rapid pace, it was introducing us to other characters in a way which just confused the hell out of me a lot. I mean, I got my main 3 characters, but since everyone's speaking, you got some other girls, a bunch of rich girls, a bunch of random girls, an alien, and the manager of the hostel we were staying in is a big buff guy who wouldn't look out of place in how many dumbbells you lift. And this one just completely lost me as I was going through it. I mean, I could tell what story they were trying to tell, but the fact that they were chatting around and playing with one of their kid sisters, and they broke one of the prizes for the bodybuilding and the trophies, and rebuilt it, and lost their head, and a series of slapstick events happened and caused comedy, which they're talking about. I think the main takeaway I got from this is it's an anime about comedy trios who are competing in order to be the best comedy trio they can be, and if they don't get a laugh, they don't satisfy the guests of their trial performances, they get kicked off the island or kicked out of the boarding house. Sort of like a reality show combined with comedy, combined with cute girls doing comedy things. But in a way, I'll be honest, completely lost me. Other than the cute characters, find out where it goes, I've got no real inclination to go back and watch more of this one. But if you did want to try it, you can find everything over at Crunchyroll. Finally today, we have Lycoris Recoil, an anime about secret agent schoolgirls in Japan fighting crime. Now, the actual premise of it got lost on me. I mean, I know there's schoolgirls doing crime fighting, using guns to take down gun deals and drug deals and things like that, and kidnappings, but why these girls are being put into the role of police force, I've no idea. But I suppose that's not really our premise right now. We just know these girls are doing it, and one of our main characters, Takina Inoue, is very much gung-ho about her role. It's about getting things done in the most efficient way possible, even if that means risking a hostage while firing a huge machine gun into a room of Yakuza, or letting some bad guys take a hostage so that she can better shoot at them. The other main character is Chisato, who is cute, blonde, and hopelessly energetic. And when Takina gets demoted, she ends up working with a smaller group of Lycoris, involving Chisato along with Mika, the owner of the restaurant, and Mizuki, who is intelligence, I think. And they end up almost like a buddy cop show, where you got the one who's trying to get back to her old job, just wants to get things done efficiently and put herself back promoted again, and Chisato, who's cute, no care in the world, but super good at her job. Now, this one has huge yori bait attached to it. This feels like it's designed in a way to make the girls look like they're going to be a couple. I mean, I don't think in a moment they will be, given that this is the original title by M1 Pictures, but it feels that way to me. And I said it's original plot, but it really isn't. They've basically taken the premise of Milk Marinaga's fantastic yori manga series, Gaku and Polizzi, and turned it into a more futuristic anime, just less yori involved. Taking a premise from one of my favourite yori mangaka is great. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see Gaku and Polizzi animated itself, but I know that it's a manga by Milk Marinaga, and anime is not going to happen, as much as I'd love it to happen. But Lycoris Recoil has elements of that in it. It's going to be an anime where we see Chisato befriending and wanting to become really good friends with Takina, whereas Takina learning that maybe being as efficient, screw with consequences, isn't the best way of doing things. We're going to learn from each other, grow, become true partners, until Takina's finally given an opportunity to return back to her old job, but she might not want to, and it's going to cause a bit of a problem in the future. But it does appear to be something else going on in the background. The politicians are scheming something behind their backs. They clearly wanted Takina out of the picture because she's too good, but we'll come across that later on in the series. I mean, I'm probably going to watch this one a lot more, because this one it felt right to me. There's something really nice and watchable about this anime. And not just because the girls are cute, the actual story looks interesting as well. If you want to watch Lycoris Recoil, you can find it over at Crunchyroll. That was Rent a Girlfriend Season 2, Phantom of the Idol, Teppen Laughing Till You Cry, and Lycoris Recoil. 4 new shows of different quality, which are worth watching this season. Let me know what you think in the comments, and join me next time we'll look at 4 more new shows. So until then, thanks for watching, a wonderful day, and bye bye.